Right.
So modeling is finding someone who's already done what you've wanted, and are ideally, if you guys want to listen, whoever's writing this down or listening to this, ideally you want to model someone about 20 to 30% farther than you. Because 20 to 30% farther than you, they can still relate to where you're at. So like someone that's a brand new person that wants to invest in real estate, I don't relate to them as much because I haven't been brand new for 15 years.
Right.
Now, I totally know what they should do.
Yeah.
Because all the mistakes they're going to make, 90% I've already done multiple times, and I want to help them not have to do that. But I think modeling is extremely, extremely important. And I think we could share, like if we kind of reevaluate like what we shared right now, is before you model with your outcomes or goals, first, what do you want? Second, why do you want it? And then 3 action items. And the more specific the action items, then the more specific then we have with how we're going to progress with our goals. And then as we find the people that we want to model, then we can get a better idea of how we can create the life that we're looking for now.
Very cool. I want to touch on something that you shared before. You named Keith Cunningham, Kerry Johnson, Tom Hopkins, Tony Robbins, and Garrett White earlier as people you've studied from previously, recently, in the last several years.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coaches. Maybe there's more, but those are the ones I wrote down that you named off. And here's what's so cool is you understand the value of still having coaches at this point in your life with the amount of success you've already had. You know, there are so many people that, like I've got a couple friends out there that their son plays baseball, hockey, football. So they have a baseball, hockey, football coach, obviously, with their high school. Then they have a quarterback coach outside privately. Then they have a pitching coach outside privately. And then they have a cardiovascular coach that specifies, depending on the season he's playing, the best type of CrossFit training to mimic the movements that he'll be doing in that particular sport. Number of coaches. There's about 5 coaches right there just for a high school athlete. And these parents will invest these types of money because they want their kid to be competitive. I don't blame them. I'll probably do the same one day.
Right.
But then at some point they stopped doing that for themselves, which is crazy, right? They've got all this money invested in coaching for their kids, but then they're not doing coaching for themselves to take their businesses to the next level. Somehow, somewhere, we forget that coaching shouldn't stop, and it just does, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And I remember reading a book, Robert De Niro. It was either Robert De Niro or Al Pacino. Oftentimes I get those two mixed up.
They're both great cocktails.
Exactly. And I was just reading how they still to this day, even though they're, you know, regardless of which one it was, some of the best, you know, top 10 actors have ever been in front of the screen. They still have a coach, an acting coach, right?
Yeah.
Tiger Woods still has a coach after he was the greatest. I don't know where he's ranked now today, but during his peak, he still had a coach. You know,
he still has one now. He come back. He won some. I think in the I don't know which one, but he recently won like a major tournament this year, and it was like everyone's like epic about it.
Yeah, yeah. And what's interesting is they didn't graduate from high school, then go to college, and then stop having coaches.
Right.
They kept the coaching thing going on continuously. Okay, cool. So. Thank you for sharing that.